Good evening. It's Wednesday. It's live hack day. And that's a view you don't often get to see. Little Mr. Jubbers. And sunshine on a Wednesday. What's going on? What is going on? What a wonderful combination. And even better, there's Renske. So I'm afraid I didn't get the chance to speak to GoPro to sort out filming this in landscape as opposed to portrait. Hello Pernilla. Hello Novi. We've got a few people slowly joining. Lovely to see you on here on this beautiful Wednesday evening. Hello Karen, hi Hazel, hi Leslie. Jay, Tara, Lindsay, I'm good, thank you. It was meant to be a nice relaxing quiet day today, but as some of you will know, if you saw the video yesterday, I ended up taking Iceman up to the vets. Hello Tanisha, hi Linda. I'll tell you a little bit more about in a minute. Hello Mojo, hi Jamie. The good thing is that the wren's actually stopped pulling faces now, because when I first came out with Jubbers, she was telling him to keep clear. So he's keeping his distance a little bit, because she was putting her ears back at him. Hi Monique. Shall we go to the village? I was actually going to take you down the road and take you round the field, but as Ren was pulling faces, I thought, no, we'll just stick to the lanes, because I thought I might struggle holding on to the two of them, plus my phone tonight. But actually, Ren's accepted him now. Hi Cassidy. Jubbers does just march along. I remember posting some videos a while back, and there were a few people who were quite critical, saying that we were making the little guy run along beside the big horse. But actually, he can outrun any of them. Right, Karen, we've just got a quad bike up here, so hi Donna, hi Lenny, hi Kim. Sorry for anyone I'm missing, because the sun's out. It does make it a little harder to see. Hello Charlotte. Hello Sally. Oh, it's David who we get our haylage from. He's always very considerate in his quad. Hello Eve. There's little Jubbers again. I did plait his mane back a little bit so you could see him. Evening. Thank you very much. So the reason for bringing Jubbers out tonight is because tonight we are launching his wonderful quilt that I think I mentioned in an earlier video. So Diane has been busy at work again, making the most gorgeous orange autumnal quilt in JB's orange colours, which will be going live on the website for anyone who wants to buy tickets to be in with a chance of winning that. Now we're going to have this one open for a little while. Sorry, I've just got a car behind me. I'll pull in down here. Let me just pull over and concentrate on that for a second. Let me just move JB over. JB, come over here, darling. That's it, out the way of the car. Hopefully they can get past. Be nice to him. Thank you. love our local drivers. They're all so considerate. So it's going to be open for about a month, but it ties in perfectly with autumn. I've had several people who've seen it already saying, oh, I so want to win that. So I was going to try and find a way to show you on the live, but Frey will post it up on the website so you can take a look at it on there. And I have got a bit of video that I'll add into my next YouTube video so that you can all see how gorgeous it is. So the reason his has come out now is we don't actually know when JB's birthday is. But because he came into our lives when Bailey was one and he was only one, we've always said that his birthday should fall around October time, which is when Bailey's birthday is. And with him having the orange colours, it's perfect. Hi Nancy, Alison and Diane. Oh, hold on, I can't read that. Hello Peter. I'm going to try and read some of the comments. You had a bumper crop of haylage this year. Hopefully you'll be okay. You're absolutely right, Mojo. We have got stacks of haylage, so I'll be amazed if we run out this year. So that's a huge weight off my mind. Mr. Jubbers' mane has a lovely auburn shade. It does, doesn't it? And it reflects really well in the sun there. I think he's enjoying his little trip out. He does properly march along. Although Hoyts is probably missing him up in the field at the moment. He's on a mission. Often he sort of pulls my arm out on the way back. And I think one time he was cantering up the road while we were just marching along at a good strong walk. So it's nice to be back on a Wednesday evening. But we are hoping as well, because that was such a lovely live hack on Friday, where Jodie was out on Iceman and I was out on Ren, and we stopped in the village and we had Diane and Lisa and Susan and Bailey come along, and there were lots of visitors in the village. It's not quite so busy now. That we'd like to do another live on Friday, but please don't hold me to it. As I mentioned I think we did the live cam on the yard, so those of you who watched that will know that I might not be able to bring you the live on Friday just because I've got to be in Manchester first thing. Are you sniffing the poo down there, cheeky boy? That's it, keep up. Don't go in front of Ren. She likes her head in front. Hello, Jane, over in Yorkshire. And Jane, I should say to you, thank you for the advice to ask Sam. And it wasn't a bean. And I'll explain a little more in a minute. Let me just have a look through the comments. How did little JB come to us? He was a rescue from Ireland. And he lived with a lady locally who'd taken him on from Lancaster Horse Rescue, and for various reasons she couldn't hang on to him, and he was in Tyre at the time. And so we said, because Bailey was only 1 year old, that we'd take him on and look after him. So Lancaster Horse Rescue came and sort of had a look at our place and interviewed us, and we took him on from there, and he's been part of the furniture ever since. What's that? Iceman Idiot. Do you have to be posh to ride horses? I'm not keen on the word posh. No, you don't. Anyone can ride horses and anyone can be around horses. You know, especially Friesian horses. Nice thing about live hack on Friday is maybe you catch more vacationers. Yeah, possibly. I mean, you know, it is the end of the holidays here now. So all the kids are back at school, or the majority are. Hello, Sarah in Finland. Bailey went back to school today. Sorry, I'm missing some of the comments. As always, apologies. Hello, Lance. I should go back to Iceman, because a lot of you will want to know what's going on, because those of you who joined us on the Friday hack will know that Jodie and I were a little concerned because he kept stopping and it looked like he wanted to have a whittle. Oh, which I think Renske wants to do now. Hold on, I'm just going to stop for a second. Ren, do you want to whittle? Which they often want to do out on a hack. I'm just going to give her a minute. Oh, that sounds noisy. Something down the road. I think Renske's heard it. Come on, darling. So he kept stopping and he was doing what he used to do before he was diagnosed with the ulcers, and he was turning and looking at his shoulder and looking at his girth area, which, you know, those of you who've had horses with ulcers will know that that's sometimes an indicator of ulcers. Anyway, he stopped a few times on the hack and we got him back to the yard and he postured a couple of times to have a whittle, and then he did have a whittle and he seemed much more comfortable. He went back out in the field. He came in on, when was it? What's the day today? He came in on Monday and he actually peed twice in half an hour and again was just not looking quite right. So he came in again yesterday and Jodie said that he stopped a couple of times coming up the road and he was doing the Fleeman's posture again, which for those of you who don't know what the Fleeman's posture is, it's where they curl their lip up, and sometimes they can do that because there's an unusual smell, and other times they can do it if they're in a bit of discomfort. So you see stallions doing it a lot where they smell mares in season. I will come back to comments, sorry. And anyway, yesterday I wasn't very happy with how he was looking. He kept getting his little bits out and looked like he wanted to pee. So it was almost like he had a bladder issue. So I gave him some cystitis relief, which Sam was very sceptical of today. But within half an hour, he had a good pee. But I had a chat to Sam and we decided that the best thing to do was actually scope him again, because he was doing all the things that he did before we diagnosed the ulcers. And as some of you will know, I was concerned that he was suffering with gastroparesis or delayed gastric emptying. So I thought if we scope him this time, then we'll know if he's managed to clear the food from his stomach overnight, because we starved him overnight. And that way we'd be able to see if he was able to clear the food out of his stomach and out of his intestines. So took him up, scoped him, also took the urine sample with me. And very frustratingly, oh, what was that, Ren? Was that your dramatic effect for the frustrating news that we got up at the vet's? He's got ulcers forming again. And the really frustrating thing is not knowing why they're forming. Now, we know we cleared them up last time with the omeprazole, which is the medication that he had. We used a brand called GastroGuard. So he had 4 weeks of GastroGuard, and then we scoped him again and it cleared the ulcers up. Now, they're obviously not as bad as they were first time round, but they're still there. And the good thing, the really good thing, is that he'd managed to clear all his food out of his stomach. So, and you could see his stomach muscles actually contracting to show that his stomach is working well enough. And so it shouldn't be a problem with gastroparesis or delayed gastric emptying. So he's back home, he's out in the field on grass again. And sorry, I'm just looking at the slightly dodgy comments from one person who, if Frey's on here, you may like to remove that person if they're not being pleasant. Yeah, anyway, moving on. So So he's back on the omeprazole for another, well, he's having a full syringe for 10 days and then half a syringe for another 2 weeks. And then we're going to put him on another supplement, and he'll start that after he's had the full series of the omeprazole. And then what we'll do is we'll scope him again to see whether that supplement is working. And if it is, and there are no signs of ulcers, then we'll just keep him on that for life, because it may be that he's just prone to them more so than some other horses. Because for a lot of the time, you know, ulcers were thought to be caused by stress. He doesn't have a stressful life, but maybe there's things bothering him that we haven't just figured out yet. So it's always a bit of a guessing game, but you know, we're on top of it and we're doing everything we can to keep him comfortable, with your help, which is always absolutely invaluable. Sorry, I'm going to scroll down here. Nancy, that's interesting that you say that about the hay, because thank you. Thanks. Oh, thank you. He always turns heads, little Jubbers. Because, you know, I was worried that there was, that he showed these signs a bit more when he'd had haylage, and that was getting compacted in his tummy and giving him tummy ache. But he lives out, you know, he's on grass the majority of the time. And I don't think the hay alone would be actually causing the ulcers. Let me just, hold on. So you've got food sensitivities. Yeah, and you know, this is why we've changed the horse's food. And, you know, then I'm thinking, well, hold on, I've moved him over to the Thunderbrooks, the far more natural food, which is supposed to, you know, which is designed to help improve the gut bacterias so that they can heal from within. And I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe I've not got him on the right feed there. But he's on the one that's for horses prone to ulcers. And I'd like to think that it's not just that change in food that's made a difference. And it might just be that he needs this additional supplement just to help him. So, you know, we'll keep at it and we'll keep monitoring him to see how he's doing. Jubbers, if you go in front of Renske, she's not going to be happy with you. She was pulling faces at him to tell him to stay back. Could it be a reaction to the new fertiliser you used? Do you know, that's a good question, Jane. It really is a good question. And I don't know, because let's face it, we know that Uber... Yeah, yourself. Good. We know that Uber and Prince got a touch of laminitis, which, you know, it's not supposed to happen, and, you know, it's all organic and natural. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose it's worth asking the company whether they've had any other issues. But then, yeah, I don't know, maybe he's just more sensitive than some of the others. We'll just let these cars past. Maureen, hi, I believe that in humans ulcers can be caused by a bacteria infection. Is it the same with horses? In all honesty, I don't know, Maureen, to be honest. You know, I did worry that he had a bacterial infection in his bladder, but that was tested when we were up there, and his urine sample that we took up was all fine. Oh, Jamie, maybe he's missing Teddy. To be fair, you know, we're all missing Teddy. I miss Teddy every day. I think he had them when Teddy was still around, so I don't think it's anything I don't know, maybe it is, you know, because the herd dynamics are really important. Sorry, that just looks so beautiful through my screen with the sun on both of them. But, you know, he gets on really well with Hannes. There's the 4 boys out in the field, and Uber and Nero seem to have buddied up, and Iceman and Hannes seem to have buddied up. On the subject of Teddy, I'm so sorry that I haven't got the memorial video out. There's just unfortunately not enough hours in a day. Hiya. I have got, and I think I probably mentioned on the video last week, you know, I do have the footage from Channel 5 now. So for those of you abroad who weren't able to see Teddy in the Channel 5 show about Cumbria and the lakes, I will be able to share that with you. Anyway, so that's the update on little Iceman, and it's such a shame because Jodie is doing such a wonderful job with him, and it's like she stop-start the whole time. And he was going to be taking part in our training day with our amazing trainer Mel, who's coming to the yard tomorrow. And I know that we've got a couple of our members of our group who are, and subscribers to the channel, who are going to come along and join us and just get a bit of a insight into the training methods that Mel uses and how we adopt them for all the horses. You know, she's been an incredible support to us for many, many years now. Right, let me go back to comments. Oh, Linda. I can't even read that. The Helicobacter pylori bacteria is what causes ulcers in people. Okay. I don't know. I'd like to think that Sam, you know, well, I spoke to Sam at length about it, and he said, you know, it's really hard to pinpoint. Could that be like, yeah, okay. Hello, Anne. Jay, I know everyone's looking forward to that footage, and yeah, I need to find somebody who can do editing for me. That would be useful. I keep saying that I'm going to do that, but I never get round to it because I end up doing all sorts of other things. But, you know, these guys are a full-time job, just keeping on top of their health, their well-being. So, yes, at the moment, my admin jobs are suffering a little, and they will do for a while. Absolutely, Jamie, I do what I can do. That's all I can do. And, as always, these guys come first because they rely on us to look after them. You know, it's not like they're out in the wild where they can roam the plains and fend for themselves. What's that, Courtney? Does anyone complain about the horses pooing on the road? They might quietly when I'm out of the way. Simon Rogan did once, bless him. He then got his farm manager to come up and ask whether they could have our muck heap, which made me laugh. I think he was having a bad day that day. It was a long time ago. Hiya. Thank you. Most people think, oh, that's great, we can put it on the roses. Maybe the 2 students you have could help with editing. They're young and probably understand better. Thanks, Jay. I think, yeah. They're only with us for a couple of weeks, and I think, you know, I want to find somebody who can get a grasp of what it is we do. I know there's people out there who do that, but I need somebody who does it as a profession. No disrespect to sort of youngsters or students at all, but you know, something something like this is important, you know, what I share with you. And I know my editing isn't always brilliant because I'm often doing it in a hurry. But for things like, you know, the Bear Memorial video, it's really important to me for his memory that it is edited in the right way. But, you know, who knows? Maybe it's something that if I don't find the right person to do it, that it's a little winter job for me and we bring it out closer to the end of the year. You know, it helps keep his memory fresh, doesn't it? If we spread it out a little. Xavier, you were just on a trail ride a couple of seconds ago. Lucky you. Peter Jones, I can of course shout you out. There you go. Marie, you love horses. We all love horses. We love animals, full stop. And we love this little guy. Little Jubbers. He's still marching along. It's nice to be able to see his face, isn't it? Because he hasn't got his muzzle on. So he wears a muzzle most of the time out in the field. So he lives out with Hoitzer. Hoitzer's his best buddy. But he can't have too much grass because otherwise he wouldn't be able to march along like he's doing now. Just show you some of the views. Look, it's a little bit quieter in the village at the moment compared to how it was on Friday. Oh, isn't it beautiful with that sun? Oh, Jubbers is on a mission now. Hiya. Do you do English or Western? I ride English. I have ridden Western, but I do tend to ride English on these. Look, we've got another local rider. Hiya. Are you all right if I go in front, or are you sure? Well, I could always video you as well. Thank you. Has JB's laminitis got any better? Linda, definitely, you know, by not having free access to grass and by having a muzzle on, he hasn't suffered with laminitis since earlier in the year when he did get too much grass in his little system. I missed that, Sandra. So does Aunt Wren. What have I missed? Oh, look, Jubbers is really on a mission now. He's pulling my hand out. Like, I have his rope in that hand. I think it's because he can hear the other horse behind. Oh, Ren. Jubbers, you're going to have to slow down a little bit. Let me just pull him back. There we go, because he's upsetting Ren if he goes in front. Ren likes to have her head in front. Hello, Charlie. Looking forward to seeing you on Saturday. And what's that? Come on, guys. 187 here and only 51. Oh, my goodness. We've got a lot of people on tonight. Gosh. Well, welcome to anyone who's new on here. And thank you for joining us. Jane, Hoyts has been teaching Jubbers bad manners. I think they teach each other bad manners. Look, he's desperately trying to get in front. Hold on. Yeah, thank you to anyone who's joining us tonight, who decides that they want to subscribe to our channel. It's lovely to have you on board. Oh, Ren's pulling more faces at JB. I'm actually going to let them go past because I think, can I let you go past? Is that okay? Thank you. And we'll just wait. We'll just hang back a little bit just because I think that's what possibly Jubbers was racing along for. Sharon, you're watching Staying Quiet. You know, that's absolutely fine. You know, people don't have to comment, but it would be quite nice if you just hit the like button or the subscribe button, because it all helps us to keep doing what we're doing. Kim, we're going to have a live scrap as well as a live hack. No scrapping, please. We can't possibly have that. Or were you talking about Ren and little Jubbers? Oh, thank you for all the little love hearts. I love it seeing those popping up in the bottom right hand screen. Rush hour. It is, Donna. When will Hoytzer and JB's new house be finished? Well, it's taking a little longer than planned, simply because it was really important for us to wait for Michael to be available. Because, you know, when you find somebody that you can trust and is reliable and does a really good job, they're worth waiting for. Now, unfortunately, his last job... Sorry, let me just show you. Oh, look how beautiful she is. Michael's last job overrun by a while. So although we've managed to get a lot of the initial groundworks done, and he has come in and done the footings, he's not been able to start the actual build yet. But, you know, once he starts, he doesn't hang around. Now, that obviously is one of the biggest projects, and it's why we need to keep going with the 110k fundraising campaign, because we do need to hit that 110k to be able to get it finished. So we have, a lot of you will know Lisa and Vince. Lisa comes and helps us out and volunteers on the yard. Jubbers, it doesn't help when you do that, sweetheart. Let me just rearrange again. There we go. And Vince is coming up to do a couple more weeks work. He's arriving this weekend, so he did a lot of the groundworks for getting the water in, which was such a long job for him to do because he had to chop through all the rock. So, you know, it's all in the planning, but yeah, it's just frustrating. But, you know, these things happen. You can have the best plan to start things at a certain date, and it can't happen. But, you know, even if we end up having Hoytzer in the main barn for a while, then we'll find a way to do that. But we do I so desperately want to get it done before the end of the year, and Michael knows this, so he knows that once he's free, that's his main mission. Bless him, he came in the other evening because I am a bit concerned that the area that we've done for the boys isn't as level as it needs to be for the field shelter arriving, and he came in and was helping me out with that, and he's going to pop in one evening this week or at the weekend to help get it levelled, because we've got the field shelter arriving next week. So at least we know that area for the boys, for the 4 boys being out there over winter, is on track to be done. Finding somebody to do fencing now is proving difficult because obviously everybody's booked up. Most of them are booked up till November. But anyway, so there's a lot of juggling of things to do, but it's all in the pipeline. Let me go back to the comments. Oh, we've got somebody else on who's making interesting comments. So Frey, if you've seen them, they are keeping you very busy tonight, Frey. Sorry. How long have I been riding horses? Well, I actually sat on my first pony when I was 3. And I was very, very lucky that my mum and dad got us a pony when I was 6. And I never had lessons, but I used to just play around with my pony in the field. He kind of taught me how to stay on and how to ride. So yeah, I've been riding most of my life. But to be honest, you know, I love the groundwork as much as the riding. And the groundwork, you know, I wish that there'd been more understanding of it when I was younger. And I think it's a vital thing that anybody who's wanting to get on a horse's back needs to learn to understand the horse more from the ground before they hop on their backs. Alison, what will Hoyt's... Oh, sorry, Diane. What will Hoytzer and Jubbers' house be called? Well, I think it needs to be called the Hoytzer and Jubbers' house, doesn't it? I think. But we do have cornerstones on there that we've got 3 people already who are going to have their names engraved on there. So that'll stand for hundreds and hundreds of years. And that is an opportunity. I think we've got 2 more left or 3 more left. I'll have to double check. I am in the process of doing a video update on the whole campaign, which Hoytzer was trying to sabotage yesterday, but in a lovely way, because he just wanted kisses with his mum. It was so nice. So I had great cuddles. Oh, look at the shadow there. I had great cuddles with Hoytzer yesterday morning. So I'm sorry, I've not finished my complete update for the campaign. And I know I desperately need to do it, so to let you all know where your funds are going. Because, you know, so many of you have been so kind and generous and helped with all this work that we're doing to try and improve the facilities for the horses, not just for this winter, but, you know, facilities that are going to stand the test of time. Let me have a scroll through. Oh, we've got lots of new names on here. It's lovely to see so many new people on here, as well as our regulars. Hi, Billy. Hi, Alison. You can't resist a Friesian kiss. It would be just wrong. Sorry, Diane, because your name comes up as Alison on there, I just look at that first. Many apologies. If I tried pink mash for Iceman, it coats the stomach. Well, no, because we didn't know that this was a problem, like an ongoing problem. So I have used pink mash before. And of course, we had him on ulcer kind feed and a digestive aid, but it had lots of fillers and additives to it, which is why I've moved him and Downson over to the Thunderbrooks. And I'm going to stick with the supplement that Sam is suggesting. He's a little bit bigger than you. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah,
oh, Jubbers. No, it's because he's a little person. Oh. So I think I'm going to stick with that for now and just see how he fares when we scope him next. And, you know, if the supplement that he's suggesting does stop them happening, then I think we'll just keep him on that. Hi, Inika. Don't worry about being late. It's never a problem. I hope Nemo's doing okay. Right, what do we think, Jubbers? You're getting keener and keener by the minute. Do you want to have a little trot? We'll maybe trot once we get past this gateway. Thank you. Right, Ren, no pulling faces at him. Right, Jubbers, you're going to have to just hold back a little bit. Sorry. Right, here we go. Let's have a little trot. Little legs going 19 to the dozen. I should just let him march on ahead. Look, he would canter if he got the chance. So look, as you can see, I clearly don't drag him along. Look, he's cantering along the road. Jubbers, you don't want to canter along the road. Renske, don't pull faces at him. She's pulling proper faces at him. Do you think he'd beat you on the beach, Ren? We do want to take Jubbers, and I'd love to take Hoytzer down the beach. See if he pulls me along, goes sand skiing again. Oh my goodness, Jubbers, you're so strong. Fortunately, I can hold on to him. You can see his rope is tight, but Ren's reins are loose. Right, okay, Jubbers, you're going to have to slow down a little bit. Hold on. Jubbers! You're a little monkey. You're a little monkey. I'll show you this shadow. Right, Jubbers, we're going to have to slow down, darling. Let's just walk for a little minute. There we go. There we go. Oh, he's not short of energy. Sorry, that's very dodgy filming. Right, Jubbers, you're going to have to just calm down. There we go. Renske's going to get cross with you. I could just let him go ahead in front, couldn't I? Donna, I can assure you, like I said the other day, Hoyt's not doing a beach walk with visitors. Yeah, I struggle to hold on to him. I don't think anybody else would want that job, but I would love to do it because it would really cheer him up. Not that he's sad, but I think, you know, it's that whole thing of a change of scenery does everyone good. Jubbers has an enormous ego. You do, don't you, Jubbers? Look, you're puffing away. Let me see if I can get you closer. There you go. Jubbers. Oh, sorry, that's probably really wobbly filming. Ren gonna nip Jubbers' ear if he keeps that up. She probably would. She's pulled proper faces at him. But, you know, she's just trying to put him in his place and make sure that he's not misbehaving. And it's interesting, I was out with Anya and Micah. I can't remember. Was it yesterday? I don't remember. All the days blend into one. Sorry, look, there's all the girls over there. And Anya's quite funny because if Micah gets too close to her or goes at an angle, she just sort of lifts her bottom at her just to tell her, oh, look. Oh, isn't that beautiful? You'd love to see Jubbers at the beach. Would Hoytzer be able to join Ren on a lovely hike? Well, I don't ride Hoytzer anymore because he's got such bad arthritis. I did get on him, I think, a year ago, just in the arena, and he loved it. And I feel bad, but equally, I'd feel bad taking him out down the lanes. I don't know, maybe I should. You know, as long he's on Butte twice a day already to help keep him comfortable with the arthritis. Maybe I should just do it one day and just let him potter along at his own pace. Isn't that the most beautiful view? I never ever get bored of that view. And especially on a September evening or a September morning. Two of my favourite months are May and September. The horses are all without their rugs. The views over Hampsfell are gorgeous. All the girlies looking happy. It is paradise, Charlotte. Absolutely paradise. It's nice to just stop for a moment, take it all in. Heaven on earth. Have you stopped for a moment, JB? Tanya, it is good for the soul. Just to stop and listen to the peace. I think we've got a car coming. I'll have to move. We'll have to move. Come, little Jubbers, come over here. Oh, it's David again. You're very welcome, Grace. The walk would do Hoytzer good. Yeah, I just worry about, because he has got such bad arthritis in his feet, you know, then walking along on tarmac, which is why in the Hoytzer and Jubbers house, as part of the plans, I've got a nice cushioned walkway and turnout area in the budget to so that he's on a nice flat surface and it's cushioned, because, you know, he's not so bad out in the field, you know, when it's a little bit wet and it's softer. But if anybody saw what happened on our open day, you know, as soon as he goes in the arena, because it's a lovely soft squishy surface, he goes in and he has a good run around and a good buck and a kick. And, you know, he'll do that in the field when the ground's soft. So I should probably just take him out for a walk. You know, I don't need to be getting on his back. Thank you, Billy. They are both magnificent in their own way. You both found yourself whispering. Do you know, I was like that. I felt, you know, when you stop and just listen to the silence, you do want to whisper. Yeah, the beach would be soft. Maybe we should just do a Friesian Jubbers walk down to the village on one of our lives. Oh, sorry, Kim. Yeah, oh, okay. Well, Hoyts are being led alongside. Yeah, I think I did that a while ago with Doubtson. I think I led Hoytzer. Oh, I'll have to dig deep in my memory. And I think he just got really, really cheeky. Yeah, you're giving me lots of ideas. So, yeah, I'll definitely think about things that we could do. Judith, your horse has arthritis, and was on 2 buttes a day. I took him out on a lead rope and tried to stay away from the hills, which was hard. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, we've got a number with arthritis. It's just because I know, I've seen the x-rays and I know quite how bad it is. But no, I should. I know I should. There's a lot of things I should do. As I said in one of my videos tomorrow, and it's going to be written on our headstones one day. I just need to do this. I just need to do that. Because there's so many things that we could and should do here. But sometimes you just have to focus on 1 or 2 rather than trying to do 1,000,001 things at a time. They would love to see Hoytzer because he's so impressive down in the village. Ren is brilliant, isn't she? She's the best. Thank you. We do try and do what's best for all of them, Jamie, as you know. I just wish that I didn't need to sleep for part of the day, because I'd quite happily be out here for 24 hours out of the day. Oh, Linda, I would definitely use the lorry to go to the beach because it's a 40-minute drive away. I certainly wouldn't hack there. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not just on the doorstep. Joanne, 200 watching. Oh, I'm so grateful to all of you for joining us this evening. And what a perfect evening to have you along with us. We do our best to give them a wonderful life. Oh, somebody was asking in a comment the other day about the sheepies, and I tried to find them this morning and they were hiding in the long grass, but there they are. Connie, Pfizer and Astra. Oh, I can feel... Oh, look! Oh, look, there's a rainbow. I can just feel the drops of rain. Oh, my heart's bursting. How beautiful is that? It's a Nero rainbow. Nero's down in the field over there. Thank you, Linda. Oh, what a perfect way. An absolutely perfect way to end tonight's live. Isn't that just beautiful? Heaven on earth. The views, the landscape, the little beasties and the big beasties. That's the grubby bit at the moment. That's where the Friesian Jubbers house is going. There's Mum's beautiful new tree. I need to go back down there because I think the rainbow's gone full. Oh, hold on, Jubbers, hold on, we're going back round here because I think we might have a full... Oh, then that's not nice. Oh, I think we've got a full rainbow, sorry, that's really bad filming. Clouds, and there's one end, and it's just going over the other side. So you can't quite see it all with the clouds, but you can see both ends of it. Nanette, thank you for finding us by accident. Whether you find us deliberately or by accident, it's all good. And here comes the rain. I don't mind the rain coming at the end of the ride. Oh, I've Jubbers. Oh, hold on, I've just dropped. No, I've still got him. I've just got him. He's on the other side now. There we go. Right, let's get back up to the yard. Oh, Jubbers, you're going that side now. We're all in a tangle, but it doesn't matter. We're back at the yard now. Diane, Alison, thank you. It's been lovely having you on here. And there's, look, my little zebra, little Annie, who's in her spare rug at the moment. I'm just going to hop off, just because all their sponsored rugs are going back for embroidery. She's there doing Teddy's duty in the sentry box, Bessie's barn, that is such an amazing addition. And, you know, this was the first thing that was pretty much completed. We're just waiting for the door on the 110k campaign. Huge thanks to Lindsay and Bessie. That's why it's called Bessie's barn, after Lindsay's beautiful German Shepherd, Bessie. Oh, Annie, are you going to open the gate for us? Are you going to open it for us? Jubbers? Right, hold on. Are you going to pinch the grass out of Renske's mouth? Jubbers, you need to come round here, darling. Right, I'm actually going to end the live here because if I don't, I've got Jubbers in one hand, Ren in the other. Annie might decide she wants to come through here because the grass is a little greener this side. So I'm going to say goodnight to all of you now. Thank you all for joining. Those of you who have joined us lots before and all the new visitors. And all being well, we'll bring you another live on Friday. But as I say, I can't tell you the time right now because it depends what time I get back from Manchester. So good night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week and we'll see you again soon.